What's everybody doing tonight? I deleted my Instagram. I removed my Instagram because I decided that I didn't want to spend time on the platform. Like, people scrolling all the time. It's a waste. It's an escape that provides no value to human beings, in my eyes, genuinely. Unless you have like a business on Instagram, and that's why you have it, where you have to post consistently to get the bag. It's like, all right, keep Instagram. Alternatively, I really do believe it's just a waste of time, especially for guys, because I think the whole reason why men are getting less masculine is just because they're always feeding their mind through Instagram, and they're seeing all these beautiful women, you know, in swimsuits and all this crazy stuff, and one thing's gonna lead to another. They're gonna do their thing, and then in doing that every day, or most times, like let's say 5 times a week on average, because I'm sure the numbers are around that time, that amount, that's what makes the men weaker. And like, I don't want to subscribe to that doctrine, you know. You're always looking for new dopamine hits, you're always looking for new things that don't actually give you any value, you know. And the third thing is, like, it's a perfect hub through which you can compare yourself with others, like constantly, all the time, even through the stories, even through the posts. Like, you're always like looking and finding out what other people are doing, and that has a reaction within you that you don't realize, but kills you on the inside. And I'll give you an example. Let's say you're just on Instagram, you're scrolling or whatever, you're speaking to this girl, and then you find a photo of her with another person. You're like, what? Oh, I'm confused. Like, why are they taking photos together? All this, like, but you see how it just leads into all of this, into this stupid loop of just constant thought. And it's like, honestly, me in my life, I have enough shit to worry about by myself, what I want to do in the future, what I want to accomplish, who I'm trying to become, all these things. And so just for me personally, as also someone who like has a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry all the time, like by nature, feeding in like this extra noise is something I can't do. It's something that will distract me from everything else that I'm trying to do. Now, am I against Instagram? Am I against people that use Instagram? It's like, no, do your thing. It's a great way to stay connected, to share your points of views, to share what's going on in your life. Some people use it to like document kind of the places that they've gone through in their life. Like, cool, like they use it as like a gallery. And even the people that use it for attention, like because they love the likes, they love the engagement, it's like, go for it. Like, if that's what fulfills you and it gives you the energy to keep going, like by all means do it. For me, it's like the attention. Like, I really don't care about sharing that I went to Ibiza or that I went to Paris and I checked out all these beautiful places. Like, I don't care about a reaction or a like on my story or a follow. Like, I'm not like, it doesn't interest me at all. Like, I don't care what you're doing with your friends or which bars you're going to. It's like, I have WhatsApp. It's like, if you want to reach out to me, hit me up on that, and then we'll stay connected. Because another thing that I feel like makes it so hard for people to get off this platform is like, oh, but you know, I use it to stay connected with my friends, like to share videos, to know what everybody's doing, to stay in contact. And it's like, I understand that, but there's other ways that you can stay in contact with a friend that you actually care about, or a person you actually care about, that doesn't involve like literally taking 80% of your mind's attention and just like continue to rummage it. Like, that's just my thing. It's like, if I have a friend that I really care about and I want to stay in touch with him or her, it's like, I have WhatsApp. And like, in social settings now here in Barcelona, I've met people and I've genuinely told them like, hey, I don't have Instagram. If you want, like, this is my number. And then if they text me, they text me. If they don't text me, they don't. It's not like you're out of the world if you don't use like Instagram, or if you don't use Snapchat or all this stuff. And that's why I do it. Like, I've wasted so much less time scrolling and like looking at what other people are doing and all this stuff, and my mind has been a lot more peaceful. Like, I've just, in this regard, I would argue like ignorance is bliss. Like, you just don't see a lot of the shit that people are doing, or you're not using up your mind's energy into those things that always give a negative reaction, you know. Like, why is everybody depressed all the time? Like, why are people more suicidal than ever? All this shit. It's because it's a drug. Like, it's a drug. And it's like, people look for the good hit, but don't realize that in the lead up to the good hit, there's like 28 bad hits. And so overall, even after you get the good hit, or like you know, like someone tags you in a post or whatever, someone likes your post or whatever, the overall narrative is always going to be like negative, you know. And so that's why I just can't, like, I can't subscribe to it. Like I'm off. I've been off Instagram, I think, for around like 30 days, maybe like 30 days. And I felt great. Like, what are the benefits that I felt from it? First of all, like, I'm not focused on looking at what other people are doing all the time. Like, I don't wake up in the morning and check my Instagram and see what people did from the night before, or check if this person still follows me, or like if this, like, it's so stupid, but like I don't do it anymore. It's so childish, but it's like I don't look for that sense of validity within the platform that a lot of people look for. So that's been amazing. I don't compare myself to other people, like, because I just focus on me, you know. I don't look at these people's bodies like super jacked and I'm like, oh man, like I'll never get to that. Like, there's none of that. Like, I just wake up, I try to do what I can, and it's like if some days I need rest, I don't go to the gym. If some days like I want to push more, I'll go to the gym, like I'll go to jiu-jitsu, like. But my point is, like, I'm living more my own life and I'm not worried about what everybody else is doing. And I think that's provided me a lot more tranquility, a lot more that sense of control that I've talked about. And it's just calmed me. Like, it's gotten rid of a lot of useless stressing, a lot of useless like mind games that Instagram can cause, you know, at least to me. And I've felt a lot better. Like, I've been able to like focus a lot more on me, on the things that I want to do, you know, on my academics, my friends. And it also kind of forces you to get out of your house, because like when you can't check this stuff, like you want to get out there, like you want to meet people, like you want to see your friends, you know. So that's another thing, because before, when I was on Instagram, there would be days where I would just lie down there and just like not do anything, just look at what other people were doing, all this stuff. And it got to the point where I was like, okay, like people are going out for drinks, like I don't want to, like I'm too tired, I'm too lazy. But now it's like that's not the case. Like, that's what I look forward to, because when I'm in my house, like I'm keeping busy, I'm going to the gym, I'm doing these things. So it's like I need that escape, I need that break, you know. And so going out, it's facilitated getting out of the house more. That's what I experienced. I've been doing it for 30 days. I don't plan on going back there anytime soon, at least. I want to take this time to like develop myself, and then when I'm ready to go back, I'll go back if I go back. But as of right now, it's like I don't care. Like, I can't afford to subscribe to what other people are doing all the time, and I can't afford to put myself in a position where I have to show that I'm the best version of myself at all times when I share photos or share stories, or I go to the coolest places, because to be honest with you, I'm not at that place yet. And I don't feel like faking my way there. I would rather take this time to actually grow and like be in a position where I can be my natural self and people see that version of me when I'm not even trying, because it's so engraved in who I am. So yeah, like, again, nothing against it. Like, if you want to get on board, I highly suggest it. It's going to clear up your mind. And yeah, like, if people want to stay in touch with you, like, they'll message you on WhatsApp. And what you'll realize is that a lot of these people that, you know, you think you're super tight with and all this stuff, like, chances are they're not as tight with you anyways. So it's like, who cares? Just take that time and focus on you, grow, and climb the steps, you know, climb the steps of the personal ladder. You know what I'm saying? I do believe if you do it and you commit to it, you're gonna get rid of a lot of stress in your life. And yeah, if you have any questions or any other like topics that you want me to talk about that I'm interested in, feel free to shoot them in the comments below and I'll cover them. Follow my Instagram page at The Motivation Center. So this is my business, or I'm trying to make it a business. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.